Hello, everyone. Welcome back for some more of the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works anime commentary. We're on the actual episode 1, which is also like an hour long, which I didn't know that. I took a look at all the lengths, and this one is another one that is quite long, and there's I think one more long double length episode, which is crazy because already like what 25 episodes and an OVA, that's already a lot, but to have all of that, and with some double length ones, like this got some big money, but at the same time, boy, that's gonna help pacing a lot to be more like the visual novel. Still probably not enough to fix people's issues with understanding Shirou if they're anime onlys, but we'll see. Anyways, let's hop into this episode together in three, two, one, play. Mm-hmm. Big ol' raging fire. So I should clarify, when I said last time, like, there's more connections with Zero, I think, what I meant more by that is I only know a couple characters from Zero who appear in this, because I mean, their appearance was, unavoidable being on the net and having people talk about it with me. The bigger thing is just like, designs are more consistent, events and stuff are more consistent, just because it is, of course, the same studio going across it there. Because, like, I want to be real, well, we did, like, see Kiritsugu in the original visual novel. I didn't really You don't really get a vibe of the character's design until you see him from more than one angle, so that's just more what I was going with. Also, no, Rin did not whoa, 3D. Rin did not see any servants, so, that was something that I got clarified on. No man's living that mechanic lifestyle. I'll say I don't think I love Bryce Papenbrook as Shiro. It's not the vibe I go for personally, but hey, no, it's okay. It's okay. I think Sam Riegel was a better choice. I think it is just that there's a youth like Bryce Papenbrook has such a youthful vibe to his voice, and I don't see that being how Shiro speaks. Like I feel like Shiro had to grow up real fast, and because of that, there's should be a maturity to his voice, you know? At least that's where I'm with it, right? All right, I'm gonna need to hear the chorus here to know if I've actually heard this song before. There's some sick visuals though. This is really good. It's nice to see all the servants. Oh, we're hiding assassin? Okay. Why? Oh, I love that shot. The armor up there. I don't know if I've actually heard this before. Oh, no, we're not hiding him. It was just that one shot, I guess. Thought it was very strange that we'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna pretend it's some mystery who assassin is there," and it's like, "Oh, okay." Um, I like the visuals for this. I don't know if I love the song. It feels a little generic to me, and, like, when you compare it to even the original Disillusion, it just doesn't even hit, you know? Also, hell yeah, Morning Salmon, let's go. That's me, I'm going to the gym now. I'm trying to get on that Emi Shirou grind set. Happy Shirou Day. It is Shirou Day when I'm starting this here. Um, because of course, I had to. It was obviously intended. She's so nefarious. Oh my god. You are incorrigible. Who's Dub Taiga? Let me see here. 25. Look at her. I love her wiggles. I love her. Julianne Taylor. Yep, same as before. That was her in the original, right? I think she came back. She's the best. I love this disaster mom sister. What do we say hers? Yeah, she was in the original as well. That like cuz she that is one to one with the Japanese voice. Is so good. I mean, I'm happy they're keeping Fujine cuz I do almost treat it like her name. It is barely a syllable difference, the nickname and the name. I saw in the news there was some actual like gas leak stuff and like the combination of like all the news that's happened of they found Ramsey's tomb, Tamamo's rock broke, Durandal gone missing. I'm gonna be King Arthur scientists might think that King Arthur might have been LGBTQ. Um, it's becoming obvious that a real Grail War is gonna start soon, like in real life. Ooh, I like this track. It's very ethereal. Oh, I have that scarf. I bought it here because I saw they were selling it online here in China. Totally official, of course. And I thought, you know what? That looks like just like a cool scarf I could actually just wear and nobody would know. So I think I watched the prologue and then I think I got halfway through episode 1 and that's where I stopped in my original thing cuz again I was like I feel like I'm missing a lot. And by the time I went to play the visual novel, I had completely forgotten all this. It was just a whim of like sitting on, you know, and watching what's on Netflix. Like, what's this Fate thing? I remember seeing it from Anime TV, the podcast that we watched the footage from. after we watched Dean Stay Night, and I remember just being like, "I feel like I'm in way too deep here." Bro, just duct tape it all. That's all I gotta do. So he's even got the solder out. He's actually like, that's pretty crazy to get, like, you're a student to do all this stuff. Like, we have the students do some pretty big, jobs and stuff, but, like, god, I'd never let a student do anything with a soldering iron. We're gonna need to start busting those out pretty soon. Starting to get chilly here. It's like 8 degrees. I hate people like that. People that are like, "Oh, well, try and fix it if it's broken." It's like, "Come on, just stop being a cheapskate." I know getting money as a student is, like, near impossible, but at the same time, the school should supply that. It's funny 'cause I think if I did watch all this, I'd be like, "Whoa, the dual perspectives thing is so cool," not knowing that it's right from the visual novel. What a loser. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. Hollow Ataraxia retranslated might make him a bit more understanding in their friendship. That's also everything about Fujine is just me IRL. Like, I relate so much to her. A little bit. But I think even a temple has to turn people away at some point. Like, if they're being taken advantage of, right? Like, you can't be charitable at all times if the charity is not deserved, right? Being able to say no just means not being taken advantage of, helping those who need it, but not being, in turn, a victim yourself. White woman spotted. The foreigner in Asia experience. See, some people say, like, you can't have them say Big Brother because it sounds unnatural. Like, it doesn't. That sounded fine. That's a dub thing, right? I think it's fine. See, and it's funny because like we hear this, we'll probably hear this like once or twice, whereas like that's such a thing in the visual novel you'll hear so much because it's in his head. See that almost sounded too kind. I want him to be a bit more scathing when he can be, you know? God, what a stylish jacket too. Little fur line. I love Fujine. She's the best. Oh, I haven't forgotten about our secret love, Shed-kun. Hey, hey, you only have eyes for one building. There she is. Look at those curves. By the time he's done, this pipe is gonna have +5 poison resistance. Oh no, I guess he'll bring it up himself. I guess, having him talk to himself like this still gets some of his thoughts in order, even if we're not getting as much. Tripped and fell and specifically landed on the top of her hand. Read the room. Honestly, though, adding a bit of mirin, making a nice and sweet morning omelet, it's good. Oh, right. You're the big important one in this route, right? Yo, lunch lady set, let's go. Yo, cut in line. Sandwish. Oh no, that's a C. Mm, Shirou, buddy, your best friend is like was voted most likely to be school shooter in the yearbook. Like, come on. Why are these girls even giving him the time of day? Why the time of day? Is it a whole "I can fix him" sort of thing? Is it like a sending letters to the serial killer in prison sort of thing? I'm I'm surprised you 3 nice brave pose. I'm surprised you 3 are getting any extra time. Are you color blind? Look at her, the smart one, the one who investigates. W Brownie? I do remember they do appear in Stay Night, but I was under the assumption they were absolute one-scene wonders. Oh, goodness. I mean, I'm real curious about that too. Oh, right. Killing people to get their magical energy. Right. Again, forgotten part about the whole fate mythos that, yeah, they can do that. I almost might say that there might be too much sunset. That is just yellow. That is just yellow and red. And you were looking scruffy, which, yeah, that's kind of what happens after zero, huh? Yo, he's thinking. It's like, could I stay with Matthew Mercer? Oh, all these kids judging like, look at this lucky bastard. In front of the other kids? In front of the other kids? Huh. Now, I think the interesting thing is, I think in the original fan translation I read, he said, "I'm a magician," which is not the same thing, right? Uh, there's a big difference between them. So that makes more sense he would say mage, because that's true. Magician? No, not really. Huh. Who was he I guess it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna raise Skywalker it. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. He was trying to save someone. Doesn't matter. That answer must have that's a tough thing to answer with how much guilt he already feels. I just realized the bar looks like the bar from Bocchi the Rock. Sorry, what was with that truck? Did you see that vehicle? Boy, it zoomed past. I did not think that Neko's place there was like a seedy underground bar. I always thought it was a nice, happy above ground izakaya type. Huh. Changes a bit of the vibe for how people are like, bro, you work at a bar after hours? Huh. Yeah, that definitely changes a bit of the vibe there. Watching the Manzai comedy hour, eating a senbei. I did have some people try and explain why Gil would be talking with her. It's not fully understood, but there's some things that he could obviously discuss with her, so makes sense. See, it's funny because they were watching Manzai, which is like that's hitting with the paper fan. Also, you have jacked up feet in this one too? No! How come they always draw her feet so badly? My dream for them to draw her feet well. You're real bad with the whole keeping secrets things, huh? Now you match. I guess, like, yeah, like, you kinda have to have the first 2 episodes the same length for them to run parallel, right? That is a problem, writing tests in a room without a heater or a cooler. Yeah. Those are so explicitly 2 other different girls. Because 'Cause it'd be true. I mean, in this case, it might not be true, but it is true, you do. We know you do. Like, girls, that should be the biggest red flag ever. Like, it doesn't matter if his dick's chocolate or whatever, like, come on. Well, then why are you still going with him? God, I hate Shinji so much. I hate him so much. Bro is, like, whipped. Like, come on, man. I'm shocked they let a person stay this long after hours anyways. Yeah, well, you haven't run into the LARP club before, dude? They do this every Tuesday night. Oh, that shot's so cool, actually. So could a servant, like, stab their weapon into something and then rematerialize? Like, I mean, that's kinda what he did here, but, like, I feel like there's some applications there that could be pretty cool, right? There's a lot with spirit form that you could do. In 2 years, you guys are gonna be drinking buddies, and it's so weird to think about. Mm. Alright, they're really pushing it that this is not his natural choice. Okay, okay. Because Shinji. It's always Shinji. Aw, there's no blood stain for him to mop up. It's such a good character moment. Aw. It's again such like a good establishing character moment, but I get it, I get it. It you gotta keep up the pace, and it's a pretty much a waste of time anyways, even if it is providing characterization. And it makes no sense with the urgency at hand, but it's so funny how, like, one of the biggest memes of people die when they're killed, immediately like, if you watch it, or read it, or play it, or anything, you get to this point and you're like, "Oh, the meme makes sense now." Yeah, he's pointing out that normally people die when they're killed. So, like, a bit weird that they didn't at this time. Please tell me we don't have him floating around like a weird ghost fellow, because I hated that in the original Dean anime. Just him, like, floating through the air, it looked so bad. Oof. Oh, bud, yeah, you're not, ooh, okay. I love the application of making the poster more durable. In one instance, we understand how strengthening magic can be really cool. Yeah. Come on, show us the shot. Show us the it's gonna end right here, right here. It's gonna end right here when she does it, right here. Oh, that's in well, there's the shot. That's a really good take on the shot. That's interesting. It's not, "Are you my master?" It's, "Are you worthy to be my master?" Huh. That's an interesting choice because that is a very different question, right? Normally, it's just translated like, I ask of you, are you my master? You know what? It might have been because of lip flaps. It absolutely could have been lip flaps. I'm I'm shocked it didn't end right there. I would have thought that'd be the perfect point to end the episode, but no. It's actually kinda cool because like, I looked at some of those moves there and, like, I'm seeing like, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, "Oh, I can fully understand what singular scene they used as reference for her in, like, Type Lumina." Like, I'm looking at, like, some of this here, yeah, because every fighting game version of Saber does feel a bit different. I don't I can pretty clearly see it's a sword in the mist, but okay. Yo! Oh my god, this effect. I mean, it is, of course, haha, ufotable post-processing, but dang, that's sick. And I mean, like, again, I've seen the Heaven's Feel movies, so I know where it can go, right? Because man, it can go crazy. Oh, he has, like, the weird wrinkle face from the original, right. Forgot about that. He only does that a few times. Shout out to Saber's Big Mitten. Large fan of it. Yeah, more than Emiya, am I right? If I remember correctly, isn't it using it here brings you to the Bladeworks route? Whereas if you don't, you go onto the Fate route along with other relationship stuff. God, it's been so long. Ah, that's where we're ending it. Okay. God, it is nice looking back at this. It really is. Right? It's a good refresher because I'm going to be honest, again, so much of this when you're watching or well, reading it with blind eyes, you you are too focused on solving a mystery that you'll miss well, I was gonna say you'll miss foreshadowing, but like, oh, there is a lot of foreshadowing that really makes it, it really is looking at all the stuff of, you know, Rin watching over Sakura. Like that is something that like because I didn't know the relationship at all, like I didn't even pay attention to it. I thought it was weird. Like she thought something I was thinking more on the lines of like she knows she's gonna be a master or something, right? Oh, this is Calafina. Okay. Hey, they're back together actually. I love Calafina now. They're so good, right? I love their stuff. Yeah, so it is nice to again go in, watch this, and be able to see, oh man, and this is like why I think like there's a reason so many people fight your fate that's strong. There's a reason so many people love watching blind reactions because not only is it you get to see people react, but you also get to look back at the foreshadowing that now you know. All right, next time, The Curtain Rises, episode 2, which is our third one. It's okay. Don't worry too much. Don't think too much about it. We'll see you guys then for that. Ciao.